How's everybody doing? Let's get our regular background going on. There's our regular background. How's everybody doing? Hello, chat. How are you all? It's a lovely day. It's the beginning of August. It's the first day of August. I hope you all are enjoying your summer very much, eating many hot dogs and eating lots of ice cream. So good, and so on and so forth. But we have a special show. It's kind of a nice little chat, a little check in with the chat. No guest today, as far as I know, unless someone just kind of shows up in the back. But we are happy to be together once again on Tandy Time, and we have some things to discuss, of course. One thing that we can discuss, although I don't have the overlay currently, but one thing we can discuss is we have a new sponsor for the show starting with today's episode, and that is Beta. And I don't have an official video either, but you know what? I'm going to use this video for Beta.
Beta.
That's right. New sponsor, Beta. I'm sure we will talk a little bit more about Beta as the weeks go on, but the long and short of it is you've probably seen Beta on Twitter, or X, as Elon Musk likes to call it, and they have these challenges. And one of the most interesting challenges that I just saw recently, and I actually retweeted it appropriately with a surprise Trumpy reaction, is that they had a challenge where they gave away Seeing Star set. As much as you paid for the original Seeing Star set, they gave that to you back in Beta coin. So someone made a whole lot of Beta coin because they bought a Seeing Star set and they got their original purchase price back in Beta. So that was pretty cool. And as you can see, just about every day this summer, Beta runs these challenges. So what happens is, depending on the requirements, you do what they tell you to do. Like here, for example, today, it's the Run It Back challenge. And you got to hold any set, Run It Back set. You post your proof, you post your wallet, like and retweet, and then you get your Beta. And they have something like this almost every day. So yesterday was Wish List. The day before that was the Seeing Stars one that we talked about. And so it's just exciting utility coin, I guess you could call it, where it's very much focused in on the Top Shot community and rewarding the Top Shot community and making and doing fun things for people who enjoy NBA Top Shot and who are holding stuff on Top Shot. So pretty darn cool. And if you want to take a look at it, please click the links in the show notes. You'll see their Discord, you'll see their Twitter page, and you will see their coin page, which is on Toucan or something like that on Flow. But pretty cool stuff. It's worth checking out. And if you join that Discord, very good shot. You will just get like some free Beta just for saying hi, just for showing up, just for being a new user. So go ahead, check that out, and let's have some fun here, okay? All right, so that's our new sponsor. I've introduced you to it. That's Beta. You should go get involved. Let's check out what's going on in the chat. I see we got Top Shot, Hot Shot, and Boston based, and Airplane Mode, and Alexo's here. Hugo is here. Chewy is here. Who else we got? And yeah, miss any? Not Bean. That's a new name. Hello, Not Bean. How are you? Metz is here. NF Tweaker is here. And Mass Dog and Diamond. There we go. And Diamond says, whoa, Run It Back. That's right. So apparently there is going to be a Run It Back release coming up. We can talk about that as well. I don't know how much information has been released. I don't want to leak anything and get in trouble, but we do know that Run It Back packs are coming. We saw that the Live Token bot shared some information on that. So there are going to be some new Run It Back packs coming. And it will be some interesting players that will be making their debuts on NBA Top Shot. I know that for sure. And I know other things too, but the problem is I don't know what I can tell you and what I can't. But it should be some interesting drops for people who like some very classic moments in NBA history. And let's keep an eye out. I think we're going to get an announcement during this stream, most likely. Jay says I missed him. I said Mets, didn't I? Okay. So Diamond says I posted a couple renders up. All right, so I guess we could check that out. So then if Diamond posted it, then it must be okay. Where's that raccoon? Diamond, I forget your handle. Isn't it Diamond something? I don't know what your handle is now. Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. Let's show you what Diamond posted. Here we go. Here's the page. And hold on. Here. Some previews. There you go. Here's David Robinson. Oh, David Robinson. So this looks like a rare David Robinson moment for the Spurs fans. Do we have in-game audio on this? Hold on. You hearing that? That's pretty cool. We have in-game audio. We have in-game stadium audio. There's a look at Dennis Rodman on the Spurs right there, wearing something over his head. So it looks like a reel of David Robinson. That's pretty cool. So there's David Robinson, and then here's Dennis Rodman on the Bulls. Let's see this one. This looks like a legendary Bulls Dennis Rodman moment. Again, we have in-game audio. So that's pretty fun. So it looks like, I guess all of these, at least all the rares and legendaries, I think, are going to have in-game audio. I think that's the first time that we've seen every rare have in-game audio. I'm not sure it's going to be every single one, but anyway, that's like a very classic Dennis Rodman highlight right there where he's diving into the stands. So yeah, the Bulls fans are definitely going to enjoy owning that. That definitely brings back fond memories when I was younger and I was a bandwagon Bulls fan myself. So there you go. We have a word that we're going to have some new Run It Back packs. Jesse is here. Hello, Jesse. Alexa says I'm part of the elites. And Metz thinks I'm Roham's BFF. I am not. It would be fun to be Roham's BFF, though. I think you'd probably get on some pretty fun adventures. Maybe go for a yacht ride or two. And everyone likes David Robinson. Airplane mode is asking no Peyton or Kemp. I don't know. Do we have a list of like who's in this drop yet, or do we not? Because I would need to see that. So for today's show, I actually asked for some advice from I asked for some help for topics because I literally had a pretty busy day today and I didn't really have much time to settle down and start doing a little research. I know there's some things that we can talk about though right off the top of the dome. So Rainmakers, that's a story. DraftKings Rainmakers is shutting down. They're shuttering. They're closing their doors. They didn't want any piece of possible litigation. And there was some FUD on the timeline because, like Top Shot had their lawsuit and they paid their way out of it. And now Rainmakers wasn't. And there was some uncertainty and fear, uncertainty, and doubt, as they say, or FUD. Now, none of us really know the entire story here. But what I can tell you is that DraftKings makes the bulk of their money in other places. Okay, so if I'm DraftKings, I probably do the exact same thing. Because if you think about it, DraftKings makes a crap load of money doing fantasy style games. They're a publicly traded company and they're worth a ton of money. And that's where they make all their money. So Rainmakers, in my opinion, is probably just a little sort of side project for them. It probably doesn't even represent 1% of the income that they make. And they probably just figured, you know what, we wanted to ditch this product anyway, and this gives a perfectly good excuse to do so because they are getting rich off gambling and off fantasy. So for a little NFT project for them compared to those other two, in my opinion, they probably are not quite interested in continuing with that project. So this is what Top Shot Hot Shot has to say, that they've spent a little too much time on the beach and they're a little sandy in certain areas of their body. I cannot confirm or deny if that is the case. I feel bad for the people that were like bought into DraftKings. It's kind of a shame, but this is what has happened to DraftKings. So long, DraftKings Rainmakers. If any of you were active on DraftKings Rainmakers, I'm sorry. They did seem to say that they had some kind of trade-in situation. So if you are holding those DraftKings pieces, those player pieces, you can get some kind of compensation. So if that is you, then you should be able to do so. By the way, I just realized that my mic is not the right mic. So it's possible that my audio sounds like crap up until now. And now when I change it, now it should sound better. So apologies if I was just sounding not very clear for the last few minutes, but now we should be clear. So Boston Base has shared a bunch of names. It looks like this is from the release. I guess this must be on Live Token or something, but we have a whole bunch of names here. We got Paul Gasol, Tim Duncan, Ray Allen, Allen Iverson, Penny Hardaway, David Robinson, Draymond Green, LaMarcus Aldridge, Mike Miller, Rod Strickland, Mo Williams, Bryant Reeves, Eddie Jones, Jamal Crawford, Gilbert Arenas, Dan Marley, Jason Kidd, DeMarcus Cousins, Dennis Rodman. So yeah, which players are you looking forward to in this bunch? Definitely Ray Allen. If it's true that's a Celtics moment, I'd love to have that Ray Allen Celtics moment. Allen Iverson, if it's the moment I'm thinking it is going to be quite a lovely moment to own. And Penny Hardaway, that's going to be his first moment on the platform, as well as David Robinson and a bunch of other players that you might want to get your hands on. So Alexo's going to go sweep up the DraftKings floor. That's pretty cool. And Boston Bay says Mike Socrapian. Is that because he was doing DraftKings content? Is that the joke? I don't know what the joke is there. But anyhow, let's see. What else did Alexa want me to talk about? The Olympics. What should we talk about with the Olympics? I guess the coolest thing that's going on in the Olympics, if you're just a casual like me, is probably that like laser shooting event. And we saw that like some Turkish guy just showed up with none of the special gear and just got silver. That was pretty cool. Another thing that was cool is that Brazil got their first medal of the Olympics after this. The lady had fractured her orbital bone when she was practicing before the Olympics. She before the actual event, she fractured her orbital bone. She just put some Robitussin on it. She put a Band-Aid over the cut and went and got Olympic bronze. Actually, that was Brazil's first medal of the Olympics. What else? I haven't been following too much else, though, to be honest. I mean, I know that there was this story today about the female boxing, the lady from Algeria, who people were saying is a man. That's another thing. Is that true? Are there transgender people playing like boxing in the Olympics? Is that true? Because a lot of people were spreading that story, and apparently it's not true. So the woman from Algeria is not a man. She is a woman. It's illegal to have that kind of medical procedure in Algeria. However, due to some kind of chromosomal something that happened to her as a baby, she has some Y chromosome of some sort, and so it gives her more testosterone than the average lady. So I think that what's going on there is she wasn't able to box in some other event because of this chromosomal or whatever you want to call it disorder that kind of works in her favor as a lady who's very strong and has more testosterone than your average lady. And I guess she kind of beat the ever living hell out of this Italian lady. And so all over Twitter today, Twitter was up in arms saying, how dare they allow transgender athletes, and it's not fair, and this is why we should boycott the Paris Olympics. Meanwhile, it's not a transgender person, it's a lady. So that was a little confusing. But if you watch the video also, the Italian lady didn't do a very good job. She really opened herself up, lifted her chin, and then the Algerian lady just gave her a stiff one right to her completely open chin and knocked her out. Or didn't knock her out, but definitely did some serious damage. And Matt Roth would probably have something to say about this boxing match. But anyway, that's pretty much the stories that interest me around the Olympics. Of course, we had that opening, which was a disgrace. I felt like all of a sudden, I feel like I'm Mr. Anti-Woke because I look at that opening and I just think this is disgraceful. You have people, women, children of all ages, innocent people watching this stuff. Why are we parading around? I mean, like, I don't mean to offend anybody, but like we're parading around kind of like a freak show of entertainment. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Plenty of people like watching freak shows. Plenty of people like watching bearded ladies and things of that nature. And sort of making a bit of a mockery of the Last Supper and all. Like, what are they doing? Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? And I know this is quite the tangential. This has nothing to do with NBA Top Shot. But why? What's the point? What is the meaning of that? Why is that happening in an Olympic opening ceremony? Why is that not happening at some like little dungy, dark play hall? That's where that stuff belongs. Like some, it doesn't belong in the Olympic opening ceremony. That's all I got to say about that. Tatum is trans, says Alexo. NF Tweaker says fake news. It's a woman. Let's see. Um, Boston Bay says disgraceful opening. Are we talking about my ex? Grote says it wasn't the Last Supper. I don't know what it was anymore. Mass Dog says Gojira. Is that the lady with the laser gunning thing? Stan says as a Satanist, I enjoyed it. And Top Shot Hotshot said, I'm about to use the bearded lady filter. I don't have a bearded lady filter. I wish I did. Or maybe I do. I don't know. What else can we talk about? Today is definitely going to be a bit of a tangential show, I think, because there's not a whole lot going on. I mean, we have the Run It Back packs, of course, but I don't have a whole lot to share on that. Yeah. What else? Trump showed up. Now it's settled. It's Trump versus Kamala Harris, as far as we can tell, right? Trump showed up. He went to some kind of like black journalist event, which is very funny. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's very funny. They have no chill. These young female black journalists basically put the pressure on Trump immediately. They like invite him, and I kind of felt bad for old Donnie. They invite him and then just immediately go full on counter Trump as he sits down. It's entertaining because you don't see that kind of thing very often, to invite him over and then just go on the aggressive. So if you haven't watched that, check that out. It's definitely good for a few laughs. What else? People are arguing about Kamala Harris. You got the people, the anti-Kamala Harris people being like, she's trying to say she's black. She's really Indian. And that's what Trump was saying too at this thing. Hello, Bleezy. Hello, Zach Bird. He says it was Dionysus, not Last Supper. Sorry about that. Tandy NFTs is here as well. When did I decide that I was white and Jewish? Recently, actually. I just came to the decision. I identify that way. But anyway, people are like, oh, she's not black. That Trump was saying this at the Black Journalist event. And it was so funny because the people in the audience were like hooting and hollering and laughing. It was like, Trump is almost like a stand-up comedian at this point. That's why people watch his shtick. But he was, he was saying that Kamala Harris used to be Indian and then decided that she was black. The thing is, you can be Indian and black. And I guess then other people are saying it's a technicality because she's actually Jamaican. She's not black. But come on, people. First of all, if you're campaigning for president, you're obviously going to adjust yourself a little bit depending on the audience. Like, that's to be expected. So it's just a bunch of silliness. Anyway, political theater. It's fun to watch, I suppose. I enjoy it. And Boston Base asks, does Trump have a response to the rumors about his vice president pick, J.D. Vandersloot, making sweet love, let's say, to a couch? I did hear this as well. I heard a new headline that had something to do with a dolphin as well. So J.D. Vandersloot's a little bit of a freak, huh? He likes getting in the nitty gritty with the couches. Don't let him near a Raymore and Flanagan's. That's what I say. You don't want to visit an IKEA couch section after J.D. Vandersloot is finished with it. That's what I'll say. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Football comes on today, says Hugo. Alexa says, I would like to hear Jeb Bush's perspective. Man, I don't have a Jeb Bush filter, but Jeb Bush would probably just kind of whine. This guy's not being very nice. I don't have a Jeb Bush impression. Sorry, Alexa. Chewy says, Tandy, what accent do you change to with this audience? I try not to, honestly, Chewy. Like, no matter who my guests are or what this audience is, I don't really change my accent. I figure that a lot of my audience are probably middle-aged men who enjoy speculating on things and collecting things. Gamblers, sports fans. So I don't know. How do I appease that audience? I'm not sure. Eating hot dogs and ice cream, I suppose. Stan says, did you see Rockets captain Leet going in on Roham and Top Shot? I think I did see some tweet about him saying something about how they only cater to the early adopters or something like that. I think it had something to do with the burning event where it was just the first top 10 people were winners. I would agree with the sentiment that when you have burning events, the idea is to burn as much as possible and not to limit it to the top 10. Um, I mean, there's a time and a place, I guess. And again, it's like a balance because some of these burning events, like they were doing previously, is like you burned everything, and if you didn't finish top 10, you still burned all your stuff, and that wasn't cool either. But absolutely, we need burning events, and it's kind of what Matt Roth was talking about last week. It's like we need to burn more of the stuff that people actually want to get rid of. And let me tell you something, people. That's where I think that ideas such as beta can come in and kind of pick up the slack a little bit, because if people want to get their hands on beta, then beta might create things like, hey, you got to burn a bunch of archive moments. You got to burn a bunch of Dwayne Wade vintage vibes. Like, you don't know. The possibilities are endless. So that to me is also pretty exciting about that project. But yeah, I did see Elite going in. And that's not uncommon. People go in, people get upset, people get irritated depending on what's going on that week. So yeah, it happens. So Grote says it wasn't the Last Supper, it was the Feast of the Gods, a Greek painting. The blue guy was Dionysus. The right wing brain rot is crazy. But I thought that you had that large lady with like the light in the middle. I thought that was sort of representing Jesus. I could be wrong, though. I spend too much time on Twitter. Whether it was the Last Supper, whether it was the Feast of the Gods, whether it was the Mickey Mouse Playhouse, what matters is it was still very off-putting, no matter how you, whatever it was. Olympic ceremonies don't need bearded ladies in them. You go to some like weird nightclub in Paris at the end of the night to see bearded ladies. You don't see it at the Olympics opening ceremony. That's all I got to say. So whether it was the what is it, the Feast of the Gods or whatever else it was, I don't think that's, to me, not important. But if it wasn't the Last Supper, then sure, they weren't like trying to offend Christians or offend people who feel that was religiously offensive. No, but it was offensive to anybody, religious or non-religious, in my opinion. All right, and I don't have a red hat to put on while I say this, but I guess I'm a little anti-woke when I watch the opening of the French Olympics. Tandy NFC says, let's be clear. Let's be clear. In a Bernie Sanders voice. JD Vance is a couch effer. JD Vance never met a couch that he did not like and that he did not want to sit on and caress and perhaps whisper sweet nothings into the side cushion of the couch, the said couch. Let me be clear, if you're gonna buy a used couch, make sure the username does not have the letters JD or Vance, or else you will be buying a couch that you may never want to sit on. It might be a cursed couch. Bossabe says, I've heard he's a lazy boy in the living room. Tandy known for his code switching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. If you want more Top Shot content, including Bernie Sanders talking about couch philanderers, make sure you like and subscribe, or no more Bernie Sanders couch philandering. Dionysus blew himself. That's a good comment. Let's see what else. He's mad about needing to reserve $20,000 on a credit card and unlimited pack distribution. That's true. The credit card stuff, I have inside knowledge that is going to be improved because that is ridiculous. So that will be fixed as far as I know. And unlimited pack distribution. Yeah, I don't know exactly how I feel about that one. But yeah, I think there should be some thresholds that people who want to get a pack should be able to get their hands on a pack. Banana Mac is helping. Chewy says, send your beta ideas to Roham. Bleezy says, no, there were 17 people on stage and the Last Supper is famously 12 to Geez, you guys are really figuring this out, huh? I just got outraged from a few videos. You guys are like actually doing the research. Good for you guys. Tandy says, you watch anything for the Olympics? Tatum playing time and performance controversy. Yeah, I don't care that much about that. And I think there's something to be said about momentum. There's also something to be said about having shitty games. Players have shitty games. It happens. Also, players play together in a certain way and they have momentum. And this is famously why famously? Am I saying that word right? Famously. This is famously. I don't know why my brain's not working today. This is famously why I believe also that Portugal lost the Euro Cup for the same reason. They messed up their momentum. They messed up. If you keep swapping players in and out, it's going to mess up the energy of that team and the momentum. Tatum, I believe, just had an off night. It happens. Tatum has off nights. I mean, we've seen that in the finals. We've seen that in the playoffs. We've seen that all the time. And Steph Curry has off nights for that matter. And so does Kevin Durant. And so does Giannis. And so does Joel Embiid and yada, yada, yada. It's just people focus so much on like a single game of a crappy night. And then, you got to have your outlandish takes. That's all it's about. Coach Peace is 100%. And that was something I said 4 minutes ago. Alexis has canceled Tandy. Bobby's stolen funds. That's a good username. Says beta is forever. And Tandy Rant says, and LA Olympics says, hold my beer. And to Clutch Bros, we got another new name in here. Opinion on the Sacramento Kings this coming season. I think that the Sacramento Kings have some very underrated players on their team. DeMar DeRozan is a great player, and, he definitely is hungry. He's hungry for something. He's hungry for a win. And on the big stage. And you got Sabonis, who's definitely one of my favorite players and very underrated. And I believe we just had a nice sticker come in. So let's get that sticker and then we'll go right back up. So Boston Base with a beautiful sticker. Thank you so much, Boston Base. Let me give you the ice cream. Ice cream so good, Boston Base. Thank you, sir. Yes, yes, yes. Strong woman. Grrr. Strong biological woman, we should say, from Algeria. He says, come, my lady. Come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar baby. All right. Well, thank you, Boston Base. I appreciate you. All right. So yeah, I think the Kings are going to surprise some people this year. I don't know what their over under on wins is, but I think that they should be very good. I mean, they have some young players coming into their own, and you got Sabonis and you got Fox, and now you got DeRozan. DeRozan is very hot and cold, but when he's hot, ooh lordy, he's hot. Tandy NFTs likes Bernie. Alexa says nice judgy impression. A little bit of Kermit the Frog, says Mass Dog. And Steve says solid Bernie impression. Chewy says we're redefining love seats. That's true. It's a one-seater love seat in this case. That's interesting. Grote says if ladies want to have beards, that's their right. Olympics are inclusionary. If other people's life choices make you uncomfortable, that is your baggage. You are welcome to have your opinion, though. I love you, Tandy. We are all growing. I'm still confused about this one, though, Grote. I'm not saying that if a lady wants a big old beard, she can't have one. Go ahead, have a beard. If you're a biological lady, that's fine. I guess now we're getting into like me getting canceled because are we talking about ladies, like biological ladies, or like modern ladies? Ladies with with other parts that I don't want to get myself canceled. You see, I'm really balancing on the edge here. Are we talking ladies? Are we talking modern ladies, where a lady can be sort of anything? Because yes, nothing against people who want to dress up like ladies or who think they're ladies or who are ladies and whatever. Let's change topics before I get myself canceled. Stan says Celtics 7-1 without Tatum, by the way. Chewy says, is the Clutch Bros PPE? That's a good question. Alexo, see, you sent me this tweet, Alexo. Here are some facts about Portugal with a Spanish flag. It is a Spanish province, so they must do what the Spaniards say. What is this, Alexa? This is some kind of like Spain trolling account that you follow, a Spain account that trolls Portugal? I won't have it, sir. Tandy, don't do it, says Boss Base. Testicular Tandy on the balance beam. That's right. Careful, the LGBTQ crew is going to come for you, and they don't miss. That is accurate. Oh, hey, we're at 34 minutes, by the way. That's impressive. All right, let's see. I need more topics. Let's go back to Alexo's tweet, and let's see what he asked me to talk about. All right, we talked about Rainmakers. We talked about Olympics. We talked about Run It Back a little bit, and then the last one was Ben Carson. Well, is Ben Carson in the news, or does Alexo just want to talk about that really funny video of Ben Carson and Donald Trump not being able to decide who walks in first? Because that is one of my favorite videos of all time. I wonder if I can find it. I mean, we could just kill some time and just watch that. Should we do it? Let's do it. Oh, I gotta find it. All right, here we go. All right, this is so good. Okay. We're going to share this. We're going to share this. We're all going to enjoy this right now. We're going to take a little break from the action and we are going to watch the Ben Carson intro. Here we go.
Dr. Ben Carson.
All right, so let's break this down a little bit. For anyone who may not have ever seen this video, Ben Carson gets introduced and he just stands in the entrance and doesn't walk forward like he's supposed to. I believe it's because he wants to be the last person to walk onto the stage, perhaps. But anyway, let's keep it going. I mean, look how funny this is. He's just standing there.
Texas Senator
The guy's like, go, dude, walk.
Ted Cruz.
And he stops again. I don't want to go. I don't want to go before Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Look at that. He's saying, you go first. What's up with that? There he goes, the blobfish himself, Ted Cruz. Ben Carson's just going to stand there for the rest of the night.
Businessman.
Like, go, dude. Freaking go. It's like me telling my toddler, go already. Walk.
Donald Trump.
He's like, all right, fine. Don't go. There's Trump. Look at him. He's looking out the corner. He's like, what is this guy doing? Why is this guy not walking?
Florida Senator Marco Rubio.
Oh, yeah, then Trump stops too. And Rubio's like, hey, what's going on, guys? Can I get by you? And there's Jeb.
Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush.
Ohio Governor John Kasich.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Republican candidate.
And Dr. Ben Carson, please come out on the stage. He's standing there as well. Dr. Carson.
And Donald Trump.
Can I
It must
introduce
be so noisy
Kasich?
in here. Yes. We're going to introduce Ohio Governor John Kasich.
Oh boy, that's some good cringe. If you like cringe, that was a wonderful time in American history. Just full of cringe. Now people are just getting shot in the face. Not as cringe, but the Trump Black Journalist event, very cringe. Highly recommend it. It's like 30 minutes though. We're not going to watch that whole thing now. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Let's see what else is going on here. Okay. Groat saying, I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with the opening ceremony we saw. Twitter is poison. LGBT athletes compete in the Olympics. It's okay if they are represented in the. But hold on, Groat. Are we talking about trans? Because am I going to go back to this again? No, but I guess I am. I just don't think trans people should be able to fight versus biologically other not trans people. That's not right. I don't feel like that's right. Trans people, like if you're born a man, you have a leg up on a woman in certain ways. You have the testosterone and so forth. It's just not fair. That's all. Not fair. During the Trump heyday, when Republican debates were like WWE SmackDown, says Tandy NFTs. And Chewy has never seen that video. And Groat says, getting off my high horse now. The Top Shot Team Legos they added with game sound are actually great if you haven't seen them. I actually haven't seen them. They have the game sound. That's cool. I hope that eventually we can get some announcer sound too. That would be awesome. Some, live play-by-play. I need a Mike Breen. Bang! My life is not complete without that. Chewy says SNL must have parodied this, I hope. I'm not sure. I don't know if they did, actually. Bobby says, is that DraftKings thing similar to OTM TOC? It might be. It might be similar, actually. Kind of fantasy-based where you have to buy your pieces. Yeah, it could be. Alexo says Olympics should be for sports and heavy metal only. Are there heavy metal Olympics? I didn't know that. And Tanny NFT says, has anyone seen Trump's rant about the trans Olympics weightlifter he's been doing at the rallies? That's a cringe, funny bit. I've not seen that. I've not seen that. All right, folks. What else you want to talk about? We are at 40 minutes, but let me please know what else you'd like to talk about. I'm trying to see if we have any news on those Run It backpacks, perhaps. I'm just scrolling through and seeing if we can find anything interesting. Yeah, I don't see anything right now. I'm scrolling, but I don't see anything. This might be a short show unless you guys give me something to talk about. I'm telling you, I came in here today not knowing what I really wanted to talk about. So let me know. Let me know, please. Let's see. Alexa says, this is a great clan rally, Tandy. Thank you. Mick said, did I miss the Judgy and Jacob hand kiss? There you go. Thank you for calling out videos you want to see. Let's watch it.
So, I appreciate it. Yeah, man, that was an awkward fist bump. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. Just gonna clip that. It's gonna go viral. Jesus Christ. No, I appreciate it. It was weird.
Right? We can't have a show without showing that video. Tandy NFT saying, any new guests? I need to line up some guests, honestly. The summer, I've been slacking a little bit this summer, but I do plan on having some guests. None off the top of my head right now, but I will have some guests. Top Shot Hotshot says, are you part of any fantasy football leagues? I am not. I'm not a big fantasy football guy, honestly. There is some Disney Pinnacle news if you're into that. So of course I went to Diamond's page again because he covers this kind of thing. And there you go. Today, Disney Pinnacle announced a new trade event and set completion. So set completion, organize and track your progress by placing your digital pins into set cards. Access this as a new tab in the My Pins screen. So there you go. If you guys are active on Pinnacle, you got some new things you can do with your pins. Trading, that's cool. Maybe one day we'll see that on Top Shot. Let's see what else. Coach says, who's Liaz? I don't know what that means. Stan says, Judge said he was a fan of your wife. Judge is a little bit of a weirdo. Judge, so let's talk about Judge for a second. Judge, about 2 weeks ago, decided that he wanted to start streaming again. So he's been popping up doing little streams. And I tell Judge, do you want to come on the show? And he'll say in his Discord, like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. Let's do it. And then he'll just disappear again. So Judge is like the dad that leaves his family, goes out for milk and never comes back. That's Judge. He just doesn't stick to his word, my friends. And that's a real shame because I randomly was listening back to one of our shows when we used to do the morning roast and I was dying laughing. It was so funny. There's something about trolling Judgy that just makes me smile and makes me happy and fulfilled in life. And I feel like we have a lot to tease and troll lovingly Judgy about. It's been a long time. He's in Las Vegas. There's a lot to talk about with Judgy, but we're waiting for Judgy to make the call. So far, I think he's back in his cave. I can't pursue it too much more than that, folks. It's a lesson in life. Coach says, who is leading the beta revolution? Coach, that information is not fully public, but there are several people that are working together on this beta revolution. And I think that some of those people will come out of the woodwork soon. I think it's still being decided. I have a small part of it, a small part of helping out what they're doing. Part of it, part of having the sponsorship on the show is part of that. And, I also have some marketing and strategy ideas that I get to throw into the hat. And I think it's pretty fun. I think that what they're doing has a lot of potential to surprise and delight the Top Shot faithful. Tanny NFTs wants to know about the crypto/meme coin market at the moment. Are we going to do some Bitcoin price analysis? Isn't that what we did? Don't people like the Bitcoin price analysis? Should we do it? Hold on. Let's get some Bitcoin price analysis going. I think Bitcoin's actually kind of shit in the bed lately. Where is Bitcoin? Let's look it up and let's do a little Bitcoin price analysis. Hold on. That's not what I want. Where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin futures. Is that what I want? I guess we could do futures. Yeah, we could do that, I guess. This chart's a little weird, actually. Oh, man, guys, I wanted to show you that, and now I can't get it working. Where is it? Bitcoin. All right, I think this is it. All right, let's share it. Here we go. Let's share the Bitcoin chart. So there's the Bitcoin chart. Let's do it by, I guess, the day. Whoa, that looks weird. So here we go. Let's delete some of this stuff. We got some weird little things going on here. But here we go. This is what's going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the daily chart. So a little technical analysis here. It's currently worth 64,000, where just a couple days ago it peaked all the way above 70. And yeah, so we're in August. And what do we got here? Look, a couple mounds here. You might call that a double top. But yeah, it's not looking great at the moment for Bitcoin. And then of course what happens is all the other coins follow suit. But anyhow, I think the fact is, so if you guys know about candles, buying and selling candles, this is actually a candle that makes you think that buyers are showing up, because what happens is a candle opens here. We're going to learn a little bit about technical analysis. This is a red candle, so it opens right here. It starts as a green candle, and then all of a sudden the sellers push it all the way down. So the sellers push this candle all the way down to here. It was as low as 62,000. Then what happened is the buyers bought it all the way back up. And so what often happens in these scenarios is that the following day, the buyers continue, because you see how that just happened right here. It opened here, it started red, and then the buyers pushed it all the way back up. So you have this candle that has a really long lower wick, as it's called. So I kind of expect that there are buyers in this general area, and I would think that tomorrow we see another leg up. And in terms of what that's doing to the other coins, I actually heard that Solana was getting beaten down today. But as you see, it looks almost the same as Bitcoin, right? So all these other coins kind of follow Bitcoin. And then if you're talking about like shit coins and like meme coins, and you can go to something like Dex Screener and see what's going on. But honestly, this is such a crapshoot. Dex Screener really is a crapshoot. Like, I don't even know what half of these coins are. These are trending coins on Solana right now. I don't know what any of these are. Kamala, there you go. There's a Kamala Harris meme coin. And what is it, a new one? I think so. See, it's a brand new coin. It's really tricky. Like playing these kind of things is very tricky. I don't really recommend it. And it often does not work in your favor. That pure speculation. Not financial advice, of course. What else we got? Mick says Sha'Carri for gold this weekend. Top Shot says when Alexo asks about pinning, he means steroids. Bobby says it was The Last Supper. The producer of the show even apologized for it being a mock-up of The Last Supper. Mick said, did I hear that we get $100 for a locked explosion set? I believe that's true, Mick. You do. You do get $100 if you lock it up. You know what you don't get, though? You don't get a t-shirt. Mick says, Judgy is fun to watch. Alexo says, SummerSlam is on Saturday. Tandy's NFT says, it's time for a Judge visit. Airplane says, give us the alpha on beta. It's still quite early, Airplane. I definitely intend to give you a lot more information as I learn about it. As for now, though, you can just do those challenges. It literally costs you nothing. You can also join the Discord. I think they will tip you just for joining the Discord. So if you haven't joined the Discord, it's in the link in the profile, in the show notes. Get in there, and just by joining, I think it's very likely that you'll get a tip. Okay. And as of current day, it might only be worth $1 or something, but you never know. Build that balance up. Do the challenges.
Wait on.
Kamala polls going up hurt crypto, says Stan Loves. It's hard to say if that's what's going on or if it's just that people sold the news. So as soon as Trump went to the Bitcoin conference, they sold the news. We see that happening all the time. People sell the news. But that was pretty bullish though for Trump. Trump goes on to the Bitcoin conference and says that he wants the US to hold like more Bitcoin than any other country, and he never wants to sell Bitcoin as any of the Bitcoin that the US holds, and on and on. RFK says he wants to also be like the leader of Bitcoin and wants to make Bitcoin to fiat transfers tax-free. So Kamala Harris, we'll see. She should follow suit, honestly, if that's what people want. Let's see what Mick says. What country do you live in nowadays, Tandy? I live in Portugal, Mick. Year over year, though, says Tandy NFTs. Well, year over year surely is a bullish chart, I would think. Let's take a look. Let's look at year over year. I think I already lost the chart, though. And then it's like not loading. Wasn't Bitcoin like $20,000 a year ago, he says. Yeah, Bitcoin is definitely pretty healthy over time, I would say. Not financial advice. Why can't I load this damn chart? Hold on, everybody. Should we try to look at it together? If it would load. Doesn't want to load right now. Sorry, can't look at it right now. Stan says, listen to him. He bought Flow at $27. That's true. You definitely don't want to listen to me on just about anything speculative. But listen, Stan, I'll have you know, I may have bought Flow at $27, but I also bought Ethereum when it was like $300. Okay? Okay, Stan? So suck on that, Stan. Bobby says $ cheeks. Mick says Shiba coin. Tandy says quack. Mick says oink. Tandy NFT says Tandy needs a coin so he can bet on duck races. That's a good idea, Tandy NFTs. You know, again, that's the type of thing where I could probably talk to the beta guys and say, hey, we want to do beta duck races and we can make it happen. I'm almost certain of it. So that's what's fun. Mick says, who's the favorite NBA teams of Portugal? Is it the Cavs? You know what, Mick? Honestly, right now it is the world champion Boston Celtics. And the reason is Nemias Queta is the best Portuguese basketball player probably in the world. And he is on the Boston Celtics. So Portuguese basketball fans, they like their national player. I don't even know if there's more than one in the NBA. And that's Queta, and he's on the Celtics. So that's awesome. That gets to be on my favorite team. Stan says, I bought ETH at $13 after the pre-mine, noob. Damn, Stan. So I'm guessing that boat in that picture is yours? That little boat and those houses? I guess you must own a few of those if you bought ETH at $13. Good Lord. Congrats to Stan. Mick says, boo, the Cavs are winning the East next year. I mean, it's possible, Mick. You never know. It's very hard to repeat as champions. So, and the Cavs are right in it. As long as you got some healthy guys in there, they're right in it. I wouldn't say they couldn't win it. They definitely could win it. Bodwine says a Wim coin. I don't even know what that is. That Wim Hof or something? Do you go and freeze your balls off? Jump in cold water? We're at 53 minutes, everybody. We're doing great. Even though 5 of those is the countdown, so it's kind of cheating a little bit, but one can always dream, says Mick. One can always dream, Mick. Let's see. What else? Is there anything else you guys want to talk about in these last few minutes? I don't really have anything else. I'm pretty much out of ideas at this point. Do we have a Twitch guy? Do we have any Twitch guys watching? Let's see. Yes, we have one Twitch guy. All right, this is for you, Twitch guy. Twitch guy! Is Groat still here, says Bobby. I don't know, Groat, are you here? Stan says I was broke and only bought a little bit. Shaking my effing head. I'm doing fine now, though, thankfully. I'm happy about that, Stan. I'm happy you're doing fine. And that's okay. You know, we go through our ups and downs in life. We all have them. And Bodwine says, yes, that's exactly what I meant. And NF Tweaker says, how much beta did you buy, Tandy? 50 million? Listen, those are personal questions. No, I didn't. I did not. I have some though. I did not buy 50 million. I don't have 50 million beta, but there you go. You can look up actually what beta is worth if you go to increment phi. That will show you. That'll show you what it's worth. Oh, there you go. Mick wants to donate a duck race prize. All right. What do you want to donate, Mick? What do you want to donate? Mick wants a duck race. Okay. Let me now I gotta set up everything then if we're gonna do this. Nightbot. Mick, what are you donating? Tell us and we'll do a duck race to finish in grand style. Let's see here. I guess do I need to go look at my Top Shot account? Are you sending me something there? Do you know my username? Or are you going to send something to the winner? That's probably even easier. Everybody's waiting, Mick. No rush. Yeah, in honor of the Olympics, let's end today with a duck race. Okay, so people want a duck race. Mick said he's going to give a duck race, a prize away. So let's see. Let's see what Mick's gonna get. No trans ducks allowed, says Bobby. Oh, this is gonna be the recording that people look back on when I'm running for president and cancel me. Yeah. Mick, can you tell us what you're donating? Or should we just get people quacking in the chat already? Is Mick going to donate 50 million beta coin? How about a squad goal? All right, there you go. Squad goal, a rare squad goal is on the line. Now what you need to do if you want to get in this race is you need to quack in the chat. So go ahead, quack in the chat, everybody, if you want to win a rare squad goal moment, courtesy of one Mick Beeman. Mick Beeman. And then Massdog is also donating a Series 1 Top Shot debut, Maxi Kleber, for last place. So there you go. We got 2 winners today. First place will get a squad goal, and last place will get a Maxi Kleber Top Shot debut. So let's see it, guys. Get in there. Get your quacks in the chat. Let's see how many of you feel like racing. I'll give you guys a couple minutes, and then we will get this thing going. All right. Should we do a countdown? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Double check that no one. Oh, I missed someone, of course. It always happens every single time. Okay. I missed another person every single time this happens. Okay. All right. Is that good? Is that good? Everybody. Oh, another person. Okay. Go Grizz is here. I haven't seen you in a while. Go Grizz. Nice to see you. All right. Let's give everybody one last chance. Any other last minute ducks? No? All right. Let's do it. We got our ducks in a row. Let's share it. And let's see who will win the very coveted squad goals moment for first place and the Maxi Kleber for last place. So isn't that nice that you can win for being the slowest duck? How lovely. Let's do it. Let's kind of make this bigger if I can. We can get a good look at these beautiful ducks. Let's do a little shuffle. Here we go. Shuffle it up. Shuffle it up. And are you ready? Here we go. I don't see any bearded ducks today. So no trans ducks, it looks like. Let's go. On your mark, get set, go. Okay. We have Alexo in front by just a little bit. He's got some lipstick on. I guess he kind of is a trans duck in that case. Wildawine is in the front by just barely a beak. Tandy NFTs, though, Naked Duck, he is in front as well by just a centimeter of a beak. And let's see what else. We got Alexo now in front by a beak. Very close race so far. Go Grizz now is in front. The Naked Duck, number 7. Go Grizz is in front by one length, but now he is slowing down. And now here comes Diamond, which I guess is technically a trans duck. Diamond is in front. And Bobby Stolen Funds is right behind him. And Badawine is also right behind him. So the three of them are all neck and neck. And here comes Strawberry Virus Airplane Mode. And I think he's going to take it. Airplane Mode has 1 in 12. A squad goal moment. So congratulations, Airplane Mode. You have won the squad goals moment. And let's see who is in last place. That would be Diamond. So Diamond, dressed up as an old lady, gets the last place. So Diamond has won the Maxi Kleber, and Airplane Mode has won the squad goals. So Diamond is the biggest loser. So Diamond, we need some usernames in the chat. So Airplane Mode, we need your name in the chat, and then Diamond, we need your name in the chat. So Diamond, the people who are offering these things up need to send them over to you. So Bobby Stolen Funds saying it's Roham. So Diamond in last place has just won something. And the strawberry skin is pretty nice, as Mick Beeman. I don't know. I think it kind of looks like a skin disease, if I have to be honest. Kind of looks like something's wrong with your skin, no? You don't think so? You got some kind of rash all over your body. What is that? Diamond, what is that? That's your Top Shot name? I can't even read that. What is that? Is that like ILILIL? I don't know what that is. I don't know. I don't know who's sending the Maxi Kleber. Of course, now I can't remember. What is that, Diamond? Your username is ILILILIL. All right, well, have at it. The Mass Dog, copy and paste that and go ahead and send it. And then first place was Airplane Mode. Airplane Mode, did you give your username already? So that Mick Beeman can send it to you? Oh, there you go. AKA Bobby Digital. So there you go. You got winners. We got winners. And Strawberry Duck is the winner. And Man Dressed as an Old Lady is the loser. And you both won. So congratulations, everybody. We're over an hour. Very much thankful to those of you who donated moments for the duck race. No trans ducks, thankfully. But listen, we had a good time. We had some nice chats. We had a nice chat today. Maybe next week we'll find a guest and we'll keep it more focused, more on brand, on point, instead of all over the place and talk about trans ducks. But once in a while, you got to talk about trans ducks. That's just how this works. But thank you all for being here. Thanks again to our new sponsor of the show today. That's the Beta Coin, the Top Shot Beta. Click those links in the show notes and get involved. Go get yourself a little bit of free beta just for showing up. Go click into that Discord. And that's how it's going to work. Diamond says, see you next week when Run It Back drops. How much are the Run It Back packs, says Bobby. I actually do not know, Bobby. I guess we can quickly just check if it's on the website under packs. Last time that was the case for the WNBA ones, but I don't know if these ones are there already. Let's take a look. Are they there? No. So I cannot confirm the price of those packs as of right now. So LGBT Quack says, Alexo. Mick says, give me a minute. I'm on mobile. So if I go to send, I can't watch Tandy. No worries, Mick. It's more important to watch the show than to send the moments. And thank you all. Diamond got his moment. Thank you, Tandy Time community. You are the best. Great show, says Tandy NFTs. Thank you all. Go join the beta Discord. Get yourself a little bit of free beta just for showing up. And I appreciate every one of you. And we will take a look together at whatever's happening next week. And Bobby says, good show. This will be the one they look back on and use when you run for president of something. Exactly. Chewy says, hit that thumbs up. That's right. If you're watching and you haven't hit the thumb, it doesn't cost you anything to hit that thumb. Hit that thumb. Thank you as well, Jesse. Bobby says, your strong stance against trans ducks. I think I'm going to have a red hat that says no trans ducks. Should I put that on the Tandy Time store, the store that literally does not work, and I'm too lazy to fix it? Woohoo, says Mick. All right, take care, everybody. Take care, Jesse. Thank you all for being here, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.
Static Selector.